Glenn Campbell. I was Greg's best friend for over 50 years. We come from a safer time when basically as soon as you were potty trained, you could run down the street and play in your buddy's yard. So one of my oldest memories of Greg, that was back in the day when we had the TV antennas. And Greg's mom was in her bedroom, had the window open, and she could hear Greg and I outside, and I was saying, I'm higher, and then Greg would say, no, I'm higher. I said, well, now I'm higher. So Phyllis thought, oh, those little buggers are climbing up the TV antenna. So she came running out just to find Greg and I with our pants around our ankles, and we were peeing on the side of the house. So needless to say, she was not impressed. As you all know by how hard Greg works with his paint company, he's got an amazing work ethic. And Greg was he was the first one of the gang to ever have a summer job. So Greg was a Dickie D man. So he'd ride on his Dickie D cart all day long, ringing the bells, and he'd ride all over town. And of course, none of us had a job, so we'd get on our bikes and we'd just ride around and hang out with Hicksy so we could, you know. And then we'd end up eating all Greg's wages in ice cream. So with Greg, he was so generous, it didn't matter if you had a quarter or 50 cents, you'd give him what you had, and he'd give you your ice cream, and then he'd just make up the difference at the end of it.
So one time in grade 8, he and I decided before a dance we were going to have a few drinks. I think maybe we had too many. We were in my basement. We had Supertramp cranked, playing Crime of the Century, drinking a bottle of rye with our sunglasses on, playing caps, a drinking game. We were hammered in no time. And we called a friend Tricia over, help us get sobered up before we left and go to the dance. So she thought she would make us a coffee, and she didn't know how to make coffee, so we had cold coffee. Instant at that. It was awful. Needless to say, that didn't work, but we went to the dance anyways. As soon as we got in the door, we were caught immediately. We were drunk. I got off lucky because my sister was phoned because my parents were away. So she come and got me. Greg, he wasn't so lucky. Phyllis was called. She was on her way.
It was extremely important to me. I didn't grow up with my father. I had my grandfather and I had my Uncle Greg. And he became a father figure, a role model. I would maybe describe him more as a friend. And somebody that I wanted to be a lot like. Greg always made a lot of time for me, inviting me to his house. One of the things that he used to do that I really enjoyed as a kid was building a fort. And it wasn't a blanket fort. Greg went all out. It was the entire couch. He would take his sectional, flip it upside down, take the pillows from the bedroom, a mattress, and just build this giant fort in the living room. Later on, when he met my Aunt Anna, I do recall her losing her mind a couple of times over that, which was fun. Greg always included me, whether it was just wrestling around in the backyard, or when he would come to visit my grandfather and take me out on the snowmobile. I always went out with him on the snowmobile, even though it terrified me, and I never told him that. But I did anyways, just because I got to spend time with my Uncle Greg.
Many days, if I wasn't close to him, he'd climb up on the windowsill of a bay window, grab my drapes, and say, I'm Superman, Mom, and down comes the drapes. I love my son. He was wonderful.
Hi, Anna. It's Lisa. I'm big sis. Sorry, you're little sis. Anyway, I really miss you. We got to get together. I know it's been tough. I know you have a tower of strength, and we're all here for you. And this was a great celebration of Greg's life.
Okay, that's enough. My turn.
Okay.
Okay, so I didn't really get to like spend a lot of time with you or Greg, but I think you both are wonderful people, and my heart goes out to you, and I know you're strong, and you will survive this, because you will, and I'm there for you, and I want you back. That's all I have to say. Okay. Please come back. Your turn.
Okay. Hi, Anna. Well, you know, we come from a long way. The 3 blondes, 4 blondes now.
Four blondes. 4 blondes.
And you are always been missed when you were not around. We missed your laughs and your jokes and your good attitude.
Your energy.
So, energy, yes.
Yeah.
So cheers, Anna, for any time.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to
Smoke.
anytime.
Whichever one you want.
Have a good old days.
Okay, over and out.
Thank you.
Anna, this is for you and your family. We are all here today celebrating the life of Greg, and as your sisterhood, we want you to know that we will always be here to support you, care for you, and love you and your kids.
We love you.
We love you.
Cheers, babe.
Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, I just want to say that being the younger sister, well, we know that's a lie. Anyways, I just wanted to say, Greg, it took me 54 years for you to tell me you love me. And I know in my heart you always did, but it was sure nice to hear. Here's to you, brother. Love you.
And he's going to be missed, I'm sure, his family, but there's many memories that will stay with him. I can tell him that for a fact, and they'll keep coming back and coming back. In a few years down the road, you'll be able to smile at those memories, where right now, there's no smiles. And I understand that fully, because I've been there. Otherwise, rest in peace, Greg. And God bless you.
Greg was a great friend, co-worker, and to me an inspiration.
Hello, Uncle Greg. I just wanted to share a memory. As when we were younger, we used to have the taco lunches and suppers in the living room. Love and miss you. Okay, I'm done.
Hi, Anna, Alex, and Amy. It's Dale, Candace, and Janice from the Sisterhood, and we just wanted to let you know that we love you all very much, and that we'll be there for you to support you in any way that we can through this. I know this is a difficult process for all of you, and honestly, I've never seen a family handle it better. You're awesome. Yeah, I knew I was gonna cry.
Hi guys, it's Heather. I'm glad I could be here today with you guys to celebrate Greg. I wouldn't have missed it for the world. I want you all to know I love you, always, no matter what. And I'm so sorry. But we all have so many amazing memories that will hold with us forever. And I'm happy about that. And I just want to thank you all and Greg for being my family when I didn't have one. Sorry. I love you guys. Greg, Anna, Alex, and Amy.
There's now your maiden concert coming up, Alex. Don't worry, Greg. I'll look after him for you. Let's get you out to it. Let's remember, and I try not to break you. Have a great night. See you guys soon.
That I wanted to share with you. And Anna, I don't think you know this. I don't think you know the story because you weren't there. And where's Phyllis? There's Phyllis. Okay, so Phyllis does exist. Because this story involves Anna not being there, and Phyllis, who I had never really met before. I thought her voice was just like the voice was his mother's voice on Hang. First time I really kind of met her now, and it was Gregory Scott Hicks, get to bed! He was 45 years old, still being told to get to bed. Anyways, my story is we had a great chapter. We had an incredible chapter. It was a great chapter, and many of us are all here.
It's nice that we're sharing stories about Greg, about our life, and how you were such a good friend and a big part of it. As far as Greg, I don't know anybody that disliked Greg. He's a great guy, great athlete, great friend, a great person, sadly missed. I hope his family can see all those positives, and I hope that was passed down to him. And I'm just from meeting a few of them, I'm quite certain that he led by example, and I think he's got a great legacy and a great family.
Granny, tell me a story about Dad.
When your dad was just a small little boy, the first haircut was
Said, can you cut this boy's hair?
Marie.
It was getting tangled at the back of his neck in his nightie strings. So I said, sure, lay him on the table.
He would be so thankful, and he is so thankful. And our family, my kids, myself, Greg's whole family and friends, and Glenn and Sarge and their families, we're very thankful. We're very thankful for everyone to be here and help us celebrate Greg's life. And cheers to Greg. Thank you.